to start your morning off with a good old warm bowl of oatmeal worms. For lunch, you have a nice fresh CLT. That's cricket, lettuce, and tomatoes. Finish off your day with a nice hot plate of fly rice. Sounds great, doesn't it? And hey, why don't y'all come on down Friday? We're gonna be throwing some crickets on the grill. Remember, it's BYOB. Bring your own bugs. Now that's living the American dream. If we let them. Nope, nope, I ain't doing it. No, no sir, nope, 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 no way, not happening. Check out this recent news release from one of the largest food companies in America, Tyson Foods. One of the world's largest food companies, Tyson, has reached out in agreement with Protix, the leading global insect ingredient company. The investment will support the growth of the emerging insect ingredient industry and expand the use of insect ingredient solutions to create more efficient, sustainable proteins and lipids for use in the global food system. Tyson Foods and Protix have entered into a joint venture for the operation and construction of an insect ingredient facility in the continental United States. Now I want y'all to listen to how careful the wording is in this next part. It says, upon completion, it will be the first at-scale facility of its kind to upcycle food manufacturing byproducts into high-quality insect proteins and lipids, which will primarily be used in the pet food, aquaculture, and livestock industries. Words matter where I come from. Now, I was born at night, but not last night. Make no mistake, y'all, they absolutely intend to put insect ingredients into your food. Did you know that Tyson closed down 2 chicken processing facilities in the United States this year? And they've recently announced that they're closing 4 more next year. So let me get this straight. You decided to close 6 food processing facilities when there's already global shortages on food production, and you saw fit to invest heavily in insect protein production? Me and my family, we're eating steak. Now, some of y'all might be perfectly fine with eating bugs. Around here, we let the chickens eat the insects. All I know is there's been a global push to add bugs as a staple in our diet for a long time. And I see this as a potential first step in making that happen. So what do we do? Here's my advice, take it or leave it. Number 1, stop buying meat from the grocery store, y'all. Stop it, seriously. You've got local farmers and ranchers in your community that are growing some of the best quality meat you'll ever have in your life, and you're going to the grocery store to buy it, y'all. Buy your meat directly. Not only are you gonna bless that local family and help them out and provide food for their table, but you're gonna feed your family some of the best quality meat that you'll ever get. The stuff that comes from the grocery store, y'all, who knows where that stuff comes from? You know, food origin is something that we fought in legislation for a long, long time, and you still cannot tell exactly where a cut of meat comes from your local grocery store. If you can, if you have the resources or the ability, grow your own meat. Not only is it rewarding, you get to teach your family and your kids and your next generations how to steward these animals, how to raise their own food, but you're gonna know exactly what went into that food. It really reconnects you back to the way food used to be years and years ago. This is a big one, y'all. Educate yourself on the ingredients in your foods. The processed foods and the just foods in general that you buy for your family from the grocery store on a regular. Educate yourself on the ingredients. Find out if those are things that you think are acceptable to be in the food that you're feeding your kids or yourself or your wife. Keep an eye out for future changes in those ingredients, because not only are there probably terrible ingredients in some of the foods that you're eating already, but they change ingredients all the time without letting you know. Those chicken nuggets that you feed your kids might be filled with mealworms sooner than you think. I don't know about you, but I'm not feeding my kids worms. I could do a whole video on it. There's just so much deception in the food industry, especially when it comes to livestock and livestock foods, but it's across the board, y'all. You mark my words, when they start to use insect protein more as fillers and replacement for, say, soy, guarantee you they're gonna come up with some trendy name to call it that would lead you with no ability to understand what it actually is without a lot of research, because that's how the food industry works, y'all. They're gonna call it something fancy, they're gonna use a scientific name, they're gonna do something to make sure that you don't see listed ingredient as worms, as bugs, as crickets, as insects. One day in the not too distant future, you're gonna start seeing some fancy words on them labels that means insects. Another important thing to pay attention to, y'all, is your animal food. The big push right now is for animal feed. And you think, well, it doesn't matter, animals eat bugs. What's your animal's natural habitat? That's what matters. Chickens, perfectly natural. Livestock are built to eat grass. They convert grass into steak. Livestock were not designed to eat insect protein. Your little fur ball of joy, your dog, your cat, They thrive on animal proteins, but insect proteins? What? Not so much. Number 4, y'all, the last piece of advice I got for you guys is prepping. And I don't mean tinfoil hat prepping, the sky is falling prepping. I mean reasonable actions that you can take to make sure that your family is provided for in the event of a natural disaster, a government collapse, anything like that. And what I mean by that is just keep a decent supply of food on hand and learn how to can. Canning is actually pretty fun, and it's really not that hard to do. You can can fruits, vegetables, and meats for many, many years. If you have the ability to freeze dry some food. 25, 30-year shelf life on freeze-dried food. Pack your freezer with healthy, locally grown meat. That way, we're not forced to eat the garbage from the grocery store in the event of some sort of a disaster, like say hurricane rolls through and the food supply has some sort of a shortage. Well, if all the grocery store is selling you is bugs and fake meat, that's all you're going to be able to feed your family. But if you prepared just a little bit ahead of time, you're going to have something that's going to sustain your family, and you can feel good about that. I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Tell me, you think we're overreacting here a little bit? You think that they have good intentions and it's the end goal is not to feed us bugs? I don't know. Y'all comment down below. Let me know what you think. So they can eat all the bugs they want, but me and my family, we're eating steak. Love you guys. God bless.